Well, hello and welcome back to my channel. This time I want to do something different, and so I asked you on Instagram which topic you wanted to hear. And the winner was my opinion about the use of bases. Follow me on Instagram if you want to take part in the next decisions about my channel. What are bases, some of you may ask? In my opinion, bases are these flesh-colored blank humans. They can be easily created from an anime screenshot or just a pose you really like. So why do people use them? I personally have never used them because when I started I didn't use the internet and so I got in contact with them recently. However, when I see people drawing with them, I categorize them in the following groups. The I started to draw and I don't know how anatomy works type. This type is quite self-explaining. Everyone who starts drawing has to learn the fundamentals. And that's quite hard, and not so much fun. So these people choose bases to just have fun. The next type is the literally don't like drawing, but I want to create my own character. So yeah, these people aren't interested in learning to draw. They just want to visualize their OCs, without the knowledge of the fundamentals. So the last two types are the I'm a pro artist and I need the basis for adapts, because I don't want to draw the same pose 10 times. And the I don't feel like redrawing this because it just takes too much time. Simply put, these people are good artists. They want to save time and energy. You can sometimes see this in adapt badges, where every character has the same pose. Or in comics, when people stand in the exact same way in the next panel. I won't talk about them in this video, because I think they perfectly know what they do. They often create the base they use by themselves. So now that I explained which types of base users there are, in my opinion, so don't come at me with "but person XY said there are other types." I know, everyone has a different point of view. But if you think I forgot an important type, please let me know in the comments. So moving on to the pros, because everyone always starts with the pros. I'm quite sure my teachers tried to tell me why, but school, am I right? Nobody is listening. Bases are easy to use, everybody can take them and paint over them, and you would still feel like you accomplished a drawing. They don't require much effort, because the basic shapes are there. You have so many bases to choose from. You want to draw a person holding a cat? Here is the base for you. What about a base showing two people fighting? I got you covered. And so on, and so on. You get what I mean. You are learning some things. If you draw on a base, you can get simple understanding of anatomy. At least that's what I heard. And here are the cons. Most bases are created by beginner artists, and therefore the anatomy isn't the best, saying it nicely. Often the results also have bad anatomy, and so you are learning it wrong. You are stealing the work of somebody else, to put it quite bluntly. It's not your idea. In the best case, you get inspired by it and create your own similar work. And in the worst case, you're just painting over it. So I would not post it online without giving credit. It's just one sentence. Like, credit the base creator. It rarely looks good. I mean, yeah, everyone has to start somewhere, but often the style of the base creator and the style of the other artist clash. As I mentioned before, the anatomy on the bases seems wrong, sometimes, and so that doesn't look good either. I sometimes also hear that they limit the creativity, but I personally don't think that's the case, because in our day and age, there is a base for everything. So would I use bases? Probably not, unless they are my own, because of the problems I just mentioned, and because I think you can learn way more by drawing the poses yourself, with or without a reference picture. So what's my opinion if somebody else uses it? I don't mind. If you think using bases is fun, then go for it. In the end, drawing and art should be something which makes you happy. If you want to get better, I would suggest to reference the base and not drawing over it. I really don't see a problem when a beginner artist uses a base. even if it doesn't look great. I mean, everybody starts somewhere. And ridiculing him or her isn't a good way either, because then you're ruining art for them, and your day is also ruined. Just let them be, and ask them politely to credit the base if they didn't already. Okay, so I'm not against bases in general. I personally think it's a great way into art, but you should not rely on them. And if you have a basic understanding of anatomy, you could move on from them and just reference the base to create your own work. I don't think it is necessary to bring up that you should not claim the base art as your own, and God forbid selling it, because I think you aren't stupid. Also, bases are often used by children. They don't know how to sell art, at least most of them. So that's all I wanted to talk about. I hope you enjoyed my video and the speed paint in the background. Leave a like and subscribe, and thanks for watching. Bye!